Well, this is a nice view of the Huron River. Oh hey, look, it's Dexter Mill. I saw that place on Google Reviews. Dexter, Michigan is about 8 miles northwest of Ann Arbor. Dexter, Michigan is a small city that's just northwest of Ann Arbor along the Huron River. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're wondering if Dexter's laboratory is located here. The answer is no, but I won't judge you for having that pop up as the first question in your head. Dexter's mill is located here though. Looks like a nice little pet supply store here with good reviews. Curbside pickup, that's always a nice option. Anyway, we're not going to buy dog food while we're here. We're here to check out the town. Let's get to it, shall we? I do start the video in the far northern part of the Ann Arbor city limits. If you haven't seen my Ann Arbor video, you should check that one out. For this video, I drive to Dexter by taking Huron River Drive. About a month ago, a viewer requested the drive along Huron River Drive, and I figured why not, and include it on a video of Dexter. If scenic strolls aren't your thing, then you can skip ahead to the part that you want to see with the times that I provided below. You're welcome. If you're unfamiliar with my videos, I do speed up my videos in order to show more in a less amount of time. You can always keep up with the real time that it takes me to drive in the lower left corner of the screen. If I go too fast for you, or if you think that I'm going too slow, you can always adjust the playback speed by selecting the gear icon if you're watching on PC, or by selecting the three-dotted menu if you're watching on a mobile device. Isn't YouTube great? Since we're on Huron River Drive, I think it kinda goes without saying that we're following the course of the Huron River. The Huron River is a 130-mile long river that goes through both the Metro Detroit area and the Ann Arbor area for its entire length. It's a popular option to go canoeing or kayaking for the locals. To the right is the parking for the Barton Nature Area, which is just one of the many parks located along the banks of the Huron River. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to go fishing for likes and subscribes. My bad. As if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as doing all of those things helps these videos out with the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out some of the other playlists that are featured on my channel. Other videos like Dexter can be found in my Michigan playlist, my USA Small Town playlist, and in my Ann Arbor area playlist. If you can't get enough of me on here, you can always follow me on my other social media accounts listed below. Now, it's time to go back to reading up on Dexter's Wikipedia page before I get there, and the US Census website, and other YouTube videos, and other news articles, and AreaVibes.com, and Niche.com, and online forums where people who have actually lived in Dexter share their opinions about the place. But even with saying that, there's still going to be hundreds of winners like this guy that assume that all I do is look up Wikipedia pages. Oh well, you learn to deal with it and have fun with it as a YouTube creator. That's all you can do, really. Well, this is a nice view of the Huron River. Anyway, we will be in Washtenaw County for the entire length of this video. I've mentioned before how Michigan is weird when it comes to its townships. Earlier, we were in Ann Arbor Charter Township, which is separate from Ann Arbor City. The township is home to 4,500 residents, and the median household income in the township is $129,000. We are in Scio Township now, which is home to 18,000 residents and has a median household income of $113,000. The median value of an owner-occupied housing unit in Scio Township Township is $364,000 compared to the national median value of $205,000. As a whole, Washtenaw County is home to an estimated 367,000 residents, and the county hasn't seen a decline in population since 1910. This area is definitely one of the more prosperous and wealthy areas within the state of Michigan. Delhi Metro Park is actually pretty small, but it is to the left on the other side of the river at this intersection. It's mostly used as a spot to go fishing, canoeing, and kayaking. We have finally made it to the city of Dexter. Dexter is largely known for the Dexter cider mill. It's located to the right as we cross the bridge. Cider milling might not be a term in the dictionary, but it's a real thing for Michiganders as there are hundreds of cider mills across the Great Lakes state. Everyone here likes to argue that their local cider mill is the best, but honestly, many of them are really good and that's all that matters. This is only one amongst the many to go get a jug of apple cider and donuts in the fall. Dexter was changed from a village to a city in 2014. Dexter is home to an estimated 4,700 residents, which is up 16% from the 2010 census count of 4,000. Only 700 people, you say, but the smaller the place, the smaller amount of folks you need for a large percentage increase, which is really the number that you should be looking at. I'm sure the people that live here would want to keep their small town charm, and this video might not help that cause. The median household income here is $83,000 per year, and 63% of adults 25 and older hold at least a bachelor's degree. The median value of an owner-occupied housing unit is $287,000, so the cost of living in Dexter, just like all of Washtenaw County outside of Ypsilanti, is higher than average. Also, just like the rest of Washtenaw County outside of Ypsilanti, the public schools here are among the best in the state, and the crime rates are really low. Make sure to drop a like for that amazing insight. We'll be driving along Main Street again later in the video as we'll be going in the opposite direction that we just did. You probably could tell that Dexter's downtown is full of nice gimmicky shops and restaurants, and there are hardly any abandoned storefronts. Dexter might be a boring place to some teenagers as it's a fairly small town, but there are many other small towns elsewhere that are seeing their small town charm fade as people are continuing to leave. Definitely not the case in Dexter, and being in close proximity to Ann Arbor and Metro Detroit certainly help. This area in Michigan is one of the least likely areas in the entire US to experience a natural disaster, but it's not completely out of harm's way as Mother Nature does what Mother Nature wants to do. In 2012, a tornado ripped apart several buildings in town. It was a fairly weak tornado in the grand scheme of things. No injuries occurred, no fatalities, so that was the good news. However, it was a tornado nonetheless, and it did destroy several buildings. That kind of damage from an unexpected weather event will cause heartbreak to any community, really. Currently, I'm driving through a complex that is home to the Dexter Community School District. There's an elementary school here, and a middle school, and a community indoor pool and recreation center, so that's cool. There aren't too many notable, famous, successful people from Dexter, Michigan. However, amongst the top of the list is Catherine McCormick, who is known as being the one who funded the original research that led to the birth control pill, which has allowed couples all across this great planet the freedom to live life as they would like without having to worry about having kids before they're ready. Oh hey, look, it's Dexter Mill. I saw that place on Google Reviews. And last but not least, here is another look at Dexter's Main Street. Well, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as doing all of those things helps these videos out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video of an area near you. And if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy checking out some of the featured playlists on my channel. Other places like Dexter can be found on my Michigan playlist, my USA Small Towns playlist, and in my Ann Arbor, Michigan area playlist. If you can't get enough of me on YouTube, you can always go follow my other social media accounts listed below. We'll see you next time. Peace!